We are the painters of our world. We are creators. We decide what goes.
Will you please do us the honor and privilege of introducing yourself today?
Hello, my name is Ashanti, and I'm the proud president of San Diego Mesa College.
So what makes Nandi such a special organization?
So the best way for me to describe that is the South African greeting, Sawubona, right? And Sawubona literally translates to mean we see you. And it is a relationship site. So it's not just a physical seeing, but it's saying that I see you, right? I see your story. I see your worth, your value, and that you are welcome here. And so I think what Nandi does is it really breathes life into the concept and notion of Sawubona. It allows us to see Black and African American women throughout the community college system at all levels, and to be able to say, we understand your story. You are worthy and you have the skill set and you have the talent to be in those spaces and to make an impact change. And so that's the spirit of Nandi for me.
So tell us, Doctor, what are you most looking forward to at this year's conference?
It's the energy. It is literally the space that we are creating to hold all of the messages, all of the stories, all of the empowerment, right? So when I see a group of young women come and say it's their first conference and that this is amazing and that we've never seen this many educated Black women in a space, and then reminding them that you're not just sitting with educated Black women, that you are one of us, right? You are in this system. So it allows people to see themselves. And one of the questions that was asked about imagining the highest level of who we are born to be. And I think this space allows people to do that and to feel comfortable with their gifts and how they bring them, right? So to come in a room and to realize, that we have these common threads, these historical contexts. It's the amen, it's the snaps, right? It's the clapping, like, I get it, right? And it allows people to be seen. And so that's what excites me most, is the feeling that people will have while they're here and when they leave. They will feel like they have been a part of something special. They will feel like they can stand up a little bit stronger.
So tell us, what role does Nandi play in helping Black women administrators advance their careers in the community college system?
Nandi provides opportunities for us to be able to mentor other people, for us to be able to model the way and the path for what it could look like. And then we also have held workshops where we actually talk about what the application and hiring process is, so that we can help people understand how best to present themselves, what to look for, how to write, how do you articulate your vision. And so we create space to be able to do all of that. And that is key and critical, right? And the saying, if you can see it, you can believe it, right? And then you can achieve it. And so what we are doing is we are showing what is possible. And then we are lending our voice to help create the path forward so that it can actually happen.
Now, we know that there are too many Black and African American women out there that never pursue a higher education because they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start, and they feel lost a lot of the time. What would you say to that person that feels lost themselves?
So many things to say. I love one of our speakers today said, we are not lost, right? Her response was, we are found, right? And so to a student or a person who feels like they are not sure where to start, where to go, I would say come into a conference like Nandi, where you are sitting in the room with more than 200 Black women who have figured out how to start, who are actively engaging, some who have retired and are coming back to tell the story. So a first part is going to be to show up, to open yourself up to community, because sometimes we are resistant to being able to do that. Opening yourself up to community, coming into places like this, networking, realizing that we are all throughout this state, that we are doing work all over. And so when you are in these places and you feel isolated, find your people. Seek them out. And if they are not in those spaces, you'll network here. I meet and speak with students via Zoom all the time. I love helping students understand their story and their purpose just by listening, asking questions, and then feeding back. Let me tell you who I heard you are, right? that you might be experiencing coming back to college after having had time off, if you have children, if you are managing things, trying to look at these things and understanding these are your superpowers, right? The fact that you were able to navigate to even come up with the question, where do I begin, lets me know that you have put some work in and that you are curious about why you were born and how you can find community to make sure that the reason that you were put on this earth is able to manifest. Community colleges are incredible for that. The spaces that we create on our campuses, through our Umoja programs, through our learning communities, right? We are doing so much to create space. Seek them out.
So if people want to get involved with this wonderful organization, Nandi, tell them where to go, tell them what to do.
There are many ways that you can get involved and get engaged. So one is follow us on Instagram. That's where you're going to get all the latest and greatest information about where we're presenting, how we're showing up, who's getting promoted, and for us just begin to elevate stories. So that is going to be a great place. Another great place to visit us is by going to icangotocollege.com. And there's information about Nandi there, and also a lot of great information about going to college, right? I can only imagine if I had a resource like that. When I was a student that was so affirmative and then had connections to organizations and additional resources that can make that path to and through college one where people feel empowered, where people feel seen, where people feel heard, and where they have their identities validated on a day-to-day basis. So there's so many ways to get involved.
Well, Dr. Ashanti Hands, on behalf of the Educate Elevate podcast and California Community Colleges, thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
We are